Salut, comment ça va? Welcome back everybody to the CF Montreal career mode. We took the French Canadian side from the MLS, we put them into the second division of French football, and at the first time of asking, we won that second division title and gained promotion here to Ligue 1. Montreal are now a top division French side. Oh lads, I'm so excited for this second season, and can I also just say welcome back to the channel. It feels like it's been a minute. A lot of you will know I was away in Las Vegas for WrestleMania weekend, had an amazing time, some amazing memories. Initially there was supposed to be a vlog on the channel covering the event, but copyright became a bit of an issue and I really don't feel like taking on the juggernaut that is WWE. I love this channel too much, but if you do want to see some clips and videos and pictures of that trip, go over to my Instagram. There is a link in the description for my Instagram account. I've uploaded plenty of pictures and videos over there. So yeah, hopefully that makes up for it. And again, sorry about the lack of vlog. But as you can probably tell with the way my voice is, I'm still kind of recovering from that trip. But I didn't want to hold off any longer on uploading the first episode of Season 2. Oh lads, as excited as I am kind of nervous about this. You can see here from this league table, PSG, the big boys, will be in our division this season. We've got the likes of Marseille, Lille, Lyon, even FC Lorient, who got promoted with us. They actually beat us twice last season. I really don't know what to expect from this first season. We have made a few transfers. We've also said goodbye to a few players as well. I feel like, all going well, we might be able to push for mid-table. And also, on top of that, my goal is also to have a decent cup run. But, to be fair as well, I have to be kind of realistic. My main goal, above anything else, really is just to stay up. I think all going well, we can have a decent season and maybe finish around mid-table, but the main goal just has to be stay in the division. Without further ado, let me introduce you to some of the new signings we've brought in and also to some of the players who we've actually had to say goodbye to. And this is also a perfect time to remind you, if you are new to this series, if you do want to suggest transfers and signings, please feel more than free to do so. But please keep in mind, we are only allowed to sign players from French-speaking countries in this career mode. So without further ado, let me show you the transfer business we've gotten up to for this second season. So the first signing is this Swiss centre midfielder, Alvin Sanchez, 22 years old. We signed him for 11.8 million, which is actually below his value. His value has actually gone up since we signed him. I'm really happy about that. Again, we had a bit of a limited budget. Well, limited in comparison to some of the previous career modes we did, so I had to be kind of smart about my spending. When it came to the centre midfield position, I thought the likes of Nathan Dillon Saliba did quite well, Carpentier did quite well as well after coming up from the youth academy, but I felt like we needed just that little bit of extra quality to slot into that position for Ligue 1, and Alvin Sanchez is at a very decent age, a decent rating, and there is definitely room to grow in his potential as well. So welcome to the club, Alvin Sanchez. Really excited to see how he gets on in a Montreal shirt. We've also signed this Burkina Faso centre-back from Wolverhampton, Nasser Giga, 3.8 million, a little bit less as well than his transfer value. Very happy to see that. So this guy is actually not our main starting centre-back. He's not going to be in the starting 11 week in, week out. He is going to be a rotational option. But with that said, look at some of those stats. Really good sprint speed, decent strength, decent jumping, 6'4" as well. He will be a very solid option, and I do feel like with dynamic player potential, he could be an absolute beast. Not going to be in the main starting 11 right now, but who knows, give it a few years. If he has a good season this year, he could be the main centre-back for many years to come. But speaking of our main centre-back, he's a bit of a familiar face if you're a Manchester United fan, and let's just say thankfully he didn't stick with the country that he was playing for at youth level. And that is this man right here, Axel Tuanzebe, the former Manchester United centre-back. Now, I am aware he played for England from I think the age of 16 right up to the age of around 21. But he was born in the Congo, and he does represent the Congo at international level. So he was eligible to be signed, and not only did we sign him, we got him on a free transfer. His contract with Ipswich had come to an end, and we were able to bring him in on a free transfer. Again, great stats. 87 sprint speed, 84 jumping. I think a big problem we had last year with a couple of our centre-backs was they weren't very quick. And that was something I knew we desperately needed to improve on when it came to being in Ligue 1. He actually initially starts as a right-back, Twanzebe. I think he was 75 rated when we picked him up. We've converted him to a centre-back, and he's gone up by +2 in his overall. Welcome to Montreal, Axel Twanzebe. Really excited to be using him again. We also brought in this Belgian attacking midfielder, Charles Mercier. Again, our centre attacking midfielders are in a really good place at the moment when it comes to their rating. Antunes had a really good season last year, as did George St. Pierre, our captain. Just felt like we needed a couple of backup options. And again, Mercier on a free, 18 years old, 71 rated. Really, really solid backup choice. Esteban Lepal is still going to be our main man up front after an incredible season in League 2. I really hope he can transfer that form over to Ligue 1. But this guy here, Toussaint, he made my life a living hell when he was playing for FC Lorient. He was absolutely fantastic. So I decided when we needed a bit of a better backup striker, he was the perfect man to go for. Born in Nigeria, which is not a French-speaking country, but he does represent the Benin national team, which makes him eligible for this series. 3.1 million, yet again, a player we've signed for less than his value. Welcome to Club de Foot Montreal, Ayegun Toussaint. Definitely mispronounced his first name there. And not only mispronounced it, butchered it. But yeah, my bad. I'll learn not to say it afterwards. But anyways, when it came to the left-hand side, I'll be honest with you, I kind of wanted a bit of a higher-rated player. We already have Summers there, who did have a decent season. I feel like he'll be a decent player in Ligue 1 as well. But I was hoping to have him as the backup option on the left-hand side. Didn't really have the money to bring in somebody overly, much higher rated than Summers, who I think is at a 74 overall. So I decided to bring in this guy here, Derek Katessa, who is very versatile, as you can see. Not only can play on the left-hand side, but can play as a number 10 and also as a striker. But to be fair, I'm not too disappointed at the same time, because we've loaned out a young player, and let's just say, he is already looking like he is going to be a superstar. So Katessa will be a decent rotational option so that when we have to take Summers out of the team, it's not too much of a drop off. But we will have to keep an eye on one of the players we've loaned out because I feel like he will be an end game player in this position. I'll give you a sneak peek of him in just a sec. Then in between the sticks, of course, the main man we have in goal is the honorary Oos himself, Sami Zayn. But again, I wanted to get a decent backup option just in case. And why not bring in a bit of football royalty here? Luka Zidane, son of the great Zinedine Zidane, 71 rated backup goalkeeper, 27 years old. And as I say, the football heritage within this man will really shine through when he is given the opportunity. I have absolutely no doubt about that. Then when it comes to departures, nobody overly shocking that we've let go of. Mostly youth academy players who didn't have great potentials, and also this veteran player here as well. Joel Waterman, the 68 rated 29-year-old Canadian centre-back, has departed us for $1.4 million. Best of luck to him in his future endeavours. Another centre-back here has left us for the exact same price. You might look at David Marine and think, 64 rated at 17 years old, surely he deserved a chance. He only had 71 potential. Now I know he could have exceeded that. I know you might be thinking, oh, you should have just loaned him out. But again, we had limited funds. When it came to some youth academy players, it was best I just brought them up and sold them on. So that's what I've done with this guy here. But I will keep him in the shortlist just in case he goes on to become an absolute beast. Frank Bird as well didn't have great potential, so we decided to cash in on him, I should say. $1.3 million, but again, might have to shortlist him because his value has already gone up since he left. One of the few non-French speaking players we had left, Prince Awuso, he has left the club for $820,000. Sebastian Breza has left for $810,000. Potier for $700k. And Ali Adisha for $380,000. There's also a couple of other free agents we've brought in as well that I actually nearly forgot about. It's been that long since I've logged into this save. But Dia here, another decent looking centre back, 69 rated, 18 years old. We got him on a free transfer. We got this Nasimba guy as well. Just thought it'd be nice to have a third choice backup striker as well. Whether we'll actually use him or not is another question. But 67 rated, 25 years old. You never know. If there's an injury or a suspension, he could just be a handy option to have on the bench. And also this guy here, Sebastien Sebois. We do have another goalkeeper out on loan, but I just thought it's always nice to have that emergency option between the sticks as well. And again, it was a free transfer, so can't complain too much. And to wrap things up here, when it comes to transfers, we have loaned out a few players here as well. Gazdov was the goalkeeper I mentioned earlier. Dupuis I should say, is out on loan. Chatelain has gone to Udinese. This is the guy who I think is going to be an absolute superstar. He was 67 rated when I loaned him out. He's already shot up to a 71 overall. It might get to a stage where he goes up so high, we'll end up just calling him back. So watch this space when it comes to this man. Deneen Davies, he's gone out on loan as well to FC Cincinnati. And finally, Patrice Conan, a decent looking centre midfielder from the Ivory Coast, is also gone out on a 2-year loan to Al Riyadh. And this is how the team looks when it comes to the starting 11. I'm quite happy with where we are, but I do have to proceed with caution. We are far from the finished article. I think we have a solid starting 11, decent options off the bench, but still a long way to go when it comes to competing amongst the top teams in France. That's why I said I do think the main goal just has to be staying up, but I do feel like if we got together a few decent results, went on a good run, we may be able to push for mid-table and also maybe go on a bit of a cup run. But lads, without further ado, let's get into it. Our first game in Ligue 1 with CF Montreal. And the first opponent of our Ligue 1 career is going to be against Strasbourg. Not the easiest opponent, but definitely not one of the toughest when you think about some of the other teams in this league. Oh boys, I am really, really excited for this challenge. Again, I need to apologise if my throat sounds like it's hanging on for dear life. I'm only a couple of days back from Vegas, still very much jet lagged and very tired, and a lot of shouting was done at all of the shows I was at, so yeah, still kind of recovering. But again, I really wanted to get into this career mode again. It's been too damn long. As Toe Blake looks on after a very successful first season, he's hoping we can carry over that momentum from the second division of French football into the first division. Enough of the pleasantries though, let's get on with it. Esteban Lepal kicks off our Ligue 1 career here, and let's see if we can get 3 points here on the opening game of the season. Here's Axel Tuanzebe, who a lot of people may remember in this formation with Manchester United, did put in one of the best performances of his career against PSG, and hopefully he can put in some more of those performances in a Montreal shirt. Lepal was actually onside. I didn't think he was for a second. We very nearly get off to the perfect start. Maurice Richard puts that out for a throw in. Lively start here. You love to see it. It's a shame though that the keeper was level to it. Good tackle there by Axel Tuanzebe. I can already feel the difference with his pace at the back. Piet just didn't have that last season. Oh, Kevin Owens gets turned there. Cornelius. Oh no! Cornelius couldn't get there. And despite our early chance, it's Strasbourg with Sandra who go up the other end and get the opening goal of the game. Well, that is super frustrating. After nearly going 1-0 up, we are the ones who fall behind. Cornelius, what are you doing, man? That is really, really poor there. I pressed circle. He didn't even really make an attempt to intercept. And Sami Zayn has been defeated for the first time this season. 1-0 to Strasbourg. Well, that's not how I hoped this was going to go. But anyways, here's GSP. Straight away, the captain. Oh, straight away, the captain gets the equaliser. Well, I did say last season I was hoping he would have more of a strong presence when it came to in front of goal. And in the opening game of the season, right after conceding, he is the one to open up our Ligue 1 account, and it's a really good strike as well. Is this already going to be the first Never a Dull Moment game on match day 1 of the Ligue 1 campaign? It would just be our luck, wouldn't it? And speaking of Never a Dull Moment games, that Manchester United versus Lyon game, I was in Las Vegas when it happened. I was actually at WWE World. I didn't actually get to see the majority of the game. I tuned in at 4-3. What a game that was. That was literally like a game on this channel. As Kevin Owens makes a good interception there. I think our Europa League final actually in the United career mode ended 5-4, didn't it? So, life imitating art from that perspective. Here's Lepal. Oh, unlucky. Loses it right before he was about to lay it off. Here's Sandra now. Oh, it's a good ball over the top. Cornelius. Oh, he's nearly done really well, but he's ended up giving it right back to them. And Strasbourg end up going 2-1 up again. Cornelius not having a great start to life in Ligue 1. He should have intercepted the first shot, which led to conceding the first goal. And I thought he'd done well there for a second to intercept that ball. He's ended up just playing in the Strasbourg player who laid it off. And we fall behind for the second time in this opening game of the season. Have I jumped into this too early? Well, to be honest with you lads, yes. My recording time was going to be a little bit limited, so I wanted to make sure I got a recording in before Monday. I'm recording this on Saturday, just to peel back the curtain a little bit. But I did promise an episode for Monday. And here we are. Can we get another quick equaliser? Esteban Lepal. Good block from the defender. Oh, Twanzebe gets beaten there. Sandra again. Oh, it's a big gap through the middle. Kevin Owens, though, with a fantastic interception. Really, really good interception there from the man from Maryville in Quebec. GSP looking for Antunes. Oh, Antunes does really well to get there. Still has it. GSP. Lepal. Oh, good save. Oh. Great work ethic there to keep the attack going, but unfortunately the keeper made a great save. And now they look to go on the attack again. Good interception again by Owens. Twanzebe with a bit of a heavy back pass there to Sami Zayn. Here's Siddiqui. Into Esteban Lepal. Oh, well done. Can he get his first Ligue 1 goal? Yes, he can. Brilliant strike from our top scorer in Season 1. He's carried over his form here into Season 2. 4 goals here in this first half. Never a dull moment. And I feel like we're going to be saying that phrase quite a few times this season. Beats the tackle from the defender. The attempted tackle, that is. Smacks it past the keeper. Right into that top corner. Montreal back on level terms. And if anything, this game really goes to show the step up in class we're about to face this season. But let's try and not concede another one. Good interception there by Twanzebe. Now GSP. Lepal could be in again here. Decent ball to pick him out. Antunes. Oh, I've overplayed it. I was trying to play in Summers. I should have just kept going with Antunes. I overthought it. Overplayed it. Oh, and they could be ready to make us pay for that. Good block, but it falls back to a Strasbourg player again. Oh, Cornelius, I thought for a second he was going to give away the penalty. I think that's going to be half time. Yes, it is. Very, very intense first half here. 4 goals, split at 2 each. Right, I need to take a bit of a breather and try and compose myself before getting into the second half, because I feel like the jet lag, the emotion and the tiredness is taking over far too much at the moment. You know what? I'm going to hand out a debut here to Katessa. Summers wasn't really involved much in that first half. Not really his fault. We didn't have the ball down that left-hand side an awful lot. but I kind of just fancy changing it up. Let's bring this man on, give him his debut, and hopefully he can make an impact here in this second half. Pun very much intended. If you know, you know. But Strasbourg get things kicked off. They took the lead twice in that first half, but we did manage to equalise both times. And hopefully now we can go on and win it. Cornelius needs to get his you-know-what together, though. I think the pressure got to him there in that first half. But I still have faith in him. Here's Antunes. Over the top. Lepal. What a ball that was! Oh, he's hit the post! Oh, what a goal that would have been! I thought for a second we'd gotten off to the perfect start here in the second half. But the post had other ideas. The keeper managed to grab it up as well. Oh, so unlucky. Oh, now Strasbourg look to come in. What's going on there? For what? He's given a free kick. For nothing. I have no idea what he gave that foul over, but anyways, thankfully it leads to nothing. And we look to hit them on the counter now. Here's Katessa. On his debut. Into Antunes. Oh, Lepal through the middle. Great run. Esteban Lepal. Apparently just forgot how to play football there for a second. How in the name of Jesus did he miss that? Unbelievable. 2 golden opportunities to take the lead here in the second half. The first one I can forgive for hitting the post. The second one, I have to say, that's very poor. From the man who's normally so clinical. God, this second half is going very quick as well. Sanchez will take the throw in over to Tuanzebe. And now Cornelius. Siddiqui over to Antunes. Lepal, please, for the love of God. Lepal. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Oh my God. Call me Zach Ryder because I don't know if you're serious, bro. Oh my God. You know what? I'm making another big call. He's gotten 1 goal today, but he's missing far too many chances. Lepal comes off. Toussaint comes on. Our former nemesis at FC Lorient is now going to make his Montreal debut. And Esteban Lepal, as I say, the man who's normally so clinical, is going to be the man sacrificed. You have to make big changes and big calls at this level of football. And that's what we've done right here. Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite us. Can Katessa get underneath that? Yes, he can. Right, has he stayed on side here, Toussaint? No, he hasn't. Oh, God. Have I made a mistake? Have I made a mistake? Well, they're taking off Sandra, who got the opening goal for them. Here's Guerrez. Oh, no, Mara. The player has just come on for them. Decent strike. Thought for a second that was after hitting the side netting. But it hits that that little post behind the post, whatever the hell that's called. 20 minutes to go, though. Here's Antunes. That's not at all what I meant to do, but it's Toussaint on his debut, and thankfully it proves that we did make the right call. Lepal unable to finish his dinner here in the second half. Toussaint comes on to show him how it's done, and we take the lead for the first time in this game. At long last. It's been a hell of a performance in terms of the actual game itself. And hopefully now, this goal has put us on the way to getting our first 3 points here in Ligue 1. A brilliant finish there as well. Slightly overplayed in the build-up, but thankfully it didn't come back to bite us. And Toussaint is off the mark as a Montreal player. Right. Feel like I need to make a change or two. Owens is a little bit tired, so I'm going to put Tuanzebe as the sweeper there and bring on Giga. Siddiqui's a wee bit tired also. I'm going to bring on Saliba. And you know what? Let's give Mercier his debut as well. Antunes can come off. We'll swap these guys around. And we'll see what happens from here. Feel like it's a good time to freshen things up. Especially now that we've taken the lead. And is there more where this came from? I'd happily take 3-2. but I wouldn't mind another goal to completely wrap things up. But here's Guedes again. Oh, they're going to equalise straight away, aren't they? Oh, thank God for Sami Zayn. What the hell is Cornelius doing? He's just let Bakwa, whatever his name is, get that chance. Thankfully, he put it wide. But bloody hell, he has not had a good performance at all. Well, that was our other centre-back, Dia, who Toe Blake was talking to there. Who knows, maybe he needs to start in this next game because Cornelius has not been at it at all. 10 minutes left though. We have a 3-2 lead. Here's Toussaint. Mercier, he's just come off the bench as well to make his debut. Oh, and he just puts it past the post. Bloody hell, he looks ancient for a 19-year-old. I think he was 19 anyway. But anyways, unfortunately, that strike didn't test the goalkeeper. And they get the goal kick now. Cornelius heads it over to Katessa. GSP got the opening goal in this game. Can he get the one to clinch it? Not yet. It's Toussaint. Mercier just missed one, but now he scores. And surely that is 3 points here in Montreal's first ever Ligue 1 game. The young Belgian attacking midfielder also scores on his debut. And after a very, very entertaining game, it looks like we will be the ones taking home the 3 points. Oh my God, the camera nearly gave me a seizure there. Toussaint with a goal and an assist on his debut. And this is making me feel very confident. It goes through the legs of GSP. Bit of a dummy there from our captain. And you know what? We were able to dig out this result from a very, very poor position. This has given me a lot of confidence going into this season. Oh, for God's sake, I thought we had one more sub left. Oh, never mind. I was going to bring on Dia there to make his debut, but whatever. 4 minutes left, 4-2 up. Let's try and hold on to this lead and keep it at this scoreline. I think I'll be happy with 4-2. I'm not gonna try and score a fifth. I think this is a solid first result to get here in Ligue 1. 3 added minutes. Let's just be patient. I know this mightn't be the most exciting football to watch, but who cares? It's 3 points, it's a win, and that is all that matters. Sami Zayn with the haluva kick there to end this game. Brilliant, brilliant performance here in the first ever Ligue 1 game in the history of CF Montreal. 3 points against Strasbourg. But I tell you what, lads, if anything, all this has shown us is that this is going to be a very, very difficult season. Almost forgot to show you this as well. We have sent out our youth scouts yet again. Also, we can only send these guys to French-speaking countries, just like our transfer policy states. Burundi, Rwanda and Switzerland are the 3 countries we've chosen. Looking for centre-back, centre midfielder and striker from Burundi, a winger from Rwanda, and again, centre-back, attacking midfielder and striker from Switzerland. So hopefully we can find some more hidden gems whilst scouting in these areas. It may only be after match day 1, but I could look at this all day. Second in the table after that result against Strasbourg, but I'm not expecting us to be anywhere near this position as the season progresses. But still very, very happy with the start. As you can see there, it's our fellow automatic promotees in FC Lorient who will be playing in our first away game of the season, and then a very, very big home game against Olympique Lyon, who we did actually play in the cup as well last season. But lads, that will do it for this episode and the first episode of season 2 of the Montreal career mode. Apologies if it sounds a little bit rushed and if it sounds like I can barely string a sentence together. I did want to have an episode up for today, didn't want to have to leave it go any longer. My recording time was a little bit limited, but we've managed to get it done, and the next episode things will be back to normal. We'll have 2 full games to play, highlights to show as well, and hopefully a few few decent players popping up in the youth academy. But lads, that will do it for this first episode of Season 2 of the Montreal Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and I will talk to you all on Wednesday for the next episode. Take care.